was rated number 2 or 3 by some of these organizations, and that's the test. That's certainly a test for him. And if he comes through on that, and then maybe we put him in with Pedraza later. Pedraza gave Loma help, and if Loma, if Fimo handles Pedraza well, then people will say, hey, he's really competitive with Loma, and then you do the fight. But now to put Teofimo in, who knows if he could be competitive with Lomachenko.
How special is Teofimo as a fighter? You said Floyd, Manny, and Loma, you called it.
Teofimo reminds me so much, his attitude and everything, of Roberto Duran. Confident, real sharpshooter, great puncher. But again, it's early. He's a work in progress. I think, and we have really high hopes for him. But I don't want to put him with Loma unless he's ready. I don't know to beat him, but at least to give him a good fight.
You said it yourself, Pedraza's game, Lomachenko helped support you. What does that mean for someone like Gervonta Davis who wants to Pedraza and then he gets a tough fight to
Gervonta Davis is using the name of Loma to get a little publicity. They know our number. They have no intention of putting Davis in with Lomachenko. One thing you can say about Floyd, with all his bravado, is Floyd knows boxing.
No, but he did have a better performance against Pedraza.
Yeah, but that was Pedraza was really not the Pedraza that there is now. Pedraza at that point was unhappy with Bello, and he wasn't training well. So I don't think that was a fair fight.
Do you feel for Loma at all, though, when he wants these fights and for whatever reason he just can't?
What fight? He's fighting the top contender ordered by the BA. Then he's going to fight Comey, the IBF champion. So what fights isn't he getting?
Well, everybody wanted to see Mikey and Davis, but things get in the way.
Nobody wants to see Davis. Davis wants to see Davis. Davis isn't even a lightweight. But as far as Mikey is concerned, after Mikey fights Spence, if he can get down to 135, he'd love to do that fight.
Are those competitive fights to you, though? Do you think those are 50-50 type fights for Lomachenko?
Lomachenko, there is no 50-50 fight for Lomachenko. Lomachenko is a talent that comes rarely. But Mikey is capable of doing a good fight with Lomachenko.
Does Loma cap out at 135?
Yes, he's small. If you ask what his best weight was, it would be featherweight. So, but and all the guys he fights now at 135 are bigger than him. And now to put him in at 140 or 147, that's not fair. Watch what happens this weekend. Mikey's a tremendous fighter, great boxer and everything, but Spence is a welterweight, a big welterweight, and Mikey has nothing to hold him off with.
Manny was able to beat bigger guys.
Manny was able to beat bigger guys at one small point in his career. Who did he fight bigger? One guy, Margarito, bigger than 147. But he never went above 147, except that once with Margarito.
Those guys at 47, they were bigger than Cotto.
Well, but again, he's fighting. Loma is fighting guys at 135, all of whom are bigger than he is. Linares was bigger than he was, Pedraza, but he's fighting at 135. That's the way he's fighting.
Would you be shocked if Garcia pulls it off and beats Spence, or just?
Well, I would be very, very surprised. Listen, I've been around this block. I did a fight when in 1974. Great fighters. Jose Napoles was the greatest welterweight that you could find at that time, and he went in against Carlos Monzon, and it wasn't a fight because at the end of the day, as the fight went on, you realized that Monzon's strength and size was too much for Napoli, and he knocked Napoli's out.
So what was your take on?
If Spence wins, because we get the Crawford fight.
What?
If Spence winds up winning.
Well, we were happy to do if Crawford gets by Khan, which I hope he will, on April 20th. You know, we want to do that fight. So we'll sit down with them and negotiate a fair deal and do that fight. Sure. I mean, sure. I mean, this thing is stupid. And really, on the other side, you know, when Fox lists the best welterweights in the world and doesn't have Crawford's name on it, I mean, give me a break. I mean, the Fox network is not supposed to be Fox News, which you know everything is crap.
So is that fight merit? It's big enough now,
Well,
Crawford Spence. If
Yeah,
Spence beats Mike,
absolutely.
it's good to make.
Absolutely.
March 17, the young prospect, Michael Conley, St. Patrick's Day, can you talk to us about his event, his fight, and his plans for him?
Well, Conlon is coming on, and he will head up the card on March 17th from Madison Square Garden. And then hopefully when we get Tyson Fury in the ring, maybe Conlon, because they're buddies, will fight on the co-feature.
Did you get a chance to see Sean Porter fight this weekend?
But that, I don't want to comment about that. I mean, I have never felt that Sean Porter was anywhere as like an elite welterweight. I mean, he's a he's a nice kid, decent guy. He didn't win the fight Saturday, but you know, whatever the officials gave him the fight. But he's not an elite welterweight. Neither is Ugas an elite welterweight. The elite welterweights are Terence Crawford's and Spence.
What are your plans for Zurdo? How quick trying to go for winning his fight at his debut in the 175?
Zurdo is going to test out 175 April 12th. If he decides that he's comfortable fighting at 175, we have 3 champions that fight for us in the light heavyweight division. We'll put him in against Bozic or against Kovalov or Beterbiev. And so he'll have his choice. If, on the other hand, he feels that he should stay at 168 as super middleweight, then we'll match him. Big fights we have with Billy Joe Saunders is at 168, and a couple of other Brits that are big names, 168, and he'll go that way. So I can't, and I've sat and we've talked with him at length. The decision is going to be his, whether he wants to go up 175 permanently or stay at 168. What? Thank you, Bob.
Hey, Bob.